She's back, she's back, she's back. I know it, I know it only has been really a couple weeks, but it feels like a really long time since I've recorded content. Um, I think I tried to do some quick content on TikTok around the 15th, around the middle of the month. So it's been almost about a month since I've recorded content because, as many of you know, I was moving. So I'm really excited to get into this. We've got a full moon in Taurus coming up on the 15th. I'm pretty sure it's the 15th. I'm pretty sure. I'm like, wait, let me double check myself. Yeah, it's the 15th, full moon in Taurus. So that's what this video is about. You would think I would know that before I started recording. You know, I'm just pretty sure, but I always like to fact check myself. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get a card from our Queen of the Moon Oracle just to get an overall vibe of what this full moon is about. And then I'm going to go into all the signs as per usual. Okay, so let's see. What is a major theme of this full moon in Taurus for all signs for the Lightworker Whit collective? So we've got one card that fell out, creation. You know what? That's awesome because this is actually also my card that I got for my personal 2024 forecast for November. We've got creation. Speaking of 2024 forecast, if you would like a forecast for 2025, I give you a forecast for all 12 months. Feel free to go ahead and purchase that from my website, lightworkerwhit.com. Go to the shop and you can purchase that. I don't think I'm going to do very many. I'm going to be very honest. I might do like max 3. I'm not kidding. I'm not, because they actually take quite a long time. I did one for my client she ordered it back in September, but I finally gave it to her. If not, she might have also purchased it in August, but I finally gave it to her. But I underestimated how much work it would be because I transcribed all of the oracle message for hers. Because if you're doing a forecast, you know, I want, you're not going to have the guidebook. I have the guidebook, so I can look back on the messages whenever I want. So I kind of underestimated the time that would take. But the end result is that she got like a 50-page document. I'm not kidding, for all 12 months of 2025. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to purchase that from me. Again, I'm probably not going to do very many. So if that's interesting to you, you want to know what you can look forward to for each month of 2025, get that from me. And it's like high level. It's not like, I'm not doing like how I do like my monthly forecast for all of you guys on YouTube. That's one thing, even though it's a collective. I'm not doing that for 12 months. It's more like major themes of each month. But I liked it best I did it for myself for 2024, which is why I was like, okay, I'm going to do this for my clients. I liked it because it allowed me to still live my life without too much expectation of what will happen. Because just for me, going back to this card of creation, I wasn't really sure how this card would make sense for me for November. But I mean, obviously now that I'm in November, I get it. But I think it's dangerous to know exactly how how the whole year is going to unfold, in my personal opinion. I think it's a little dangerous because I think that takes out some, you know, excitement of life. But having that high level, and when I say high level, I mean that I did 2 tarot cards and 2 oracle cards for each month of the year. And I explain this in my shop as well, but basically, the tarot cards are like the major theme, like and I did two different decks as well. So one tarot card from my street pieces for myself, not necessarily, I didn't do this for my clients. I'll choose specifically for whoever orders. And then I did a Queen of the Moon Oracle card, and then I also did a spirit animal card that I have back there. So that really allowed me to understand high level what each month is going to be about for me or what's going to focus. And then, of course, because I read for myself, I still do my personal monthly forecast, but I'll do them. Like, for example, it's November. I did mine like last week when I finally got this unpacked. I finally did my personal forecast because I'm in the month. So I'm like, let me project the next 30 days, what's going to happen. But I don't do that for the whole year. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, if that's something you're interested in, if you want to know high level, what you can anticipate 2025. Again, not going to do many, but it's really, 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 really helpful for myself. I'm sure my client loved it. You can go ahead to lightworkerwhit.com and purchase that. But anyway, let's get into this message. Major theme of this full moon in Taurus is creation. It's also the beaver moon. I actually think this is the right moon for this time. When is the beaver moon? Yeah. So this is, we actually got exactly the beaver moon for the beaver moon. So that's actually really fitting. So here we go, 39. I didn't pick that, I swear, y'all. It just flipped over. 39. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. You can create your own destiny. Be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. You should welcome the process of creation. Save money and time. Have a reserve. The affirmation is, I am a mighty creator / creatrix. It is my birthright to create. Here is a good reason, There is a good reason for the saying, busy as a beaver. For the beaver is truly an industrious animal. Not only do they create sophisticated architectural lodges, they're semi-submersible homes, but they change the course of rivers and waterways through strategic damming. They create new environments for themselves and other animals. Like the beaver, we too can create with industriousness and vigor. Everyone is creative, not just those who are considered to be creative, such as artists, designers, musicians, and writers. We all can be encouraged to think more creatively, to solve problems outside of square solutions, to invent new ways, and to imaginatively break new trails. This moon is the moon of taking action. Our Northern Hemisphere ancestors at this time would be preparing for winter. They would be preserving food, preparing skins, gathering medicines, strengthening their homes if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds. Let me read that again. They would be preserving food, preparing skins, gathering medicines, strengthening their homes if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds if they were. I feel like that sentence still didn't make sense, the syntax of it all. I feel like there should be a comma after if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds if they were. Anyway, whatever. Anyone who didn't work hard at this time would likely suffer greatly for it when winter came. The time to take action is now. I love this card so much, and I really can resonate with this, and I'm sure you can as well. So for anybody who, followed my moving in faith journey, which was crazy, y'all. We're in the new townhouse. I might do some pictures. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments if y'all want to see the transformation of my townhouse, because I threw out a lot of furniture. I need to get a lot of new furniture. So my house has furniture, but it still looks a little bare because now I have so much more house. I know that I'm not a lifestyle channel, but if you guys are interested, if that's not going to completely annoy you, because some people are like, oh, I don't know why you showing us all. Some people get like that. I follow your channel for tarot. Now, some people really do get like that. So I'm interested in, giving some lifestyle content, but the main focus of my channel will always be tarot, spirituality, psychic predictions, and astrology. Let me know if you're interested. Anyway, my point is, I've been thinking about this really for the past few weeks now, because now I got up a lot of money to move here. Okay. I got a lot of money up to move here. And so now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, how can I prepare myself now for my new environment? Preparing my savings, my finances, and how am I strategically going to prepare myself for winter, for winter months or barren months, right? How can I get ahead of things and also at the same time lay a solid foundation for my new home? So that's definitely resonating with me. And because this is the beaver moon in the sign of Taurus, is a very practical sign. Whenever we have full moons in an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, it usually does highlight finances for us, but it also forces us to kind of get really methodical, plan ahead. And it's usually a really great time to plant new seeds. I know a lot of people will tell you that full moons are not a good time to plant seeds. I disagree, because with each ending is a new beginning, and full moons are about things coming full circle, things coming to completion. But whenever something comes to completion, a new door opens, right? So I kind of disagree a little bit. The highlight of a full moon are things coming to an end, things coming to a close. But again, when a door closes, you're on the other side. Where are you going to go? You got to start a new adventure. You got to start a new journey. So it's really the focus of that. I'm not going to dig too much into the astrology of it all, of moon phases and all that, because you're here for your reading, right? So this is our grounding card creation. We're all preparing for winter. Essentially, we're preparing for that next phase of life. We're closing a chapter. So we're going to use the Street Priestess today. I just cleansed all my decks. I just cleansed with my little sage bundle here. I just cleansed, not all of them, but most of them. I wanted to clear that energy off of them from my personal reads, but also clear the energy from all of the events I did last October. If you want to see kind of some of my events, head to my Instagram. And also let me just share real quick, if you're wondering how to keep up with me, okay? TikTok is where I post condensed version of my YouTube content. I use my YouTube content for long form content for the girls who really get it, and guys who really love astrology, spirituality, tarot readings. You're going to get that long form content from me here on YouTube. And I am really going to get more aggressive about building my YouTube in the coming months. TikTok is where I really condense that information. I give you a bite-sized information, and I usually tell my followers to come to YouTube for the longer session and longer reading. Instagram is usually kind of like day in the life stuff. I'm going to post more on my stories there. I usually post more of my stories on Instagram than I do on TikTok. I just think Instagram has a very better feature for their stories. You can't do much on TikTok stories. And you can also, I usually really try to play up the photos feature. So you can kind of keep up to date with me in everyday life, mostly on Instagram. So I hope that helps you understand how I use my social media. Some people make the mistake of posting the same thing on all platforms, but that doesn't make sense. This content, number one, I've done it for anybody who is trying to like become a creator, become an influencer. I've done it. I've posted the same content on different platforms. And what you will notice is certain content performs better on different platforms. So you got to know your platform, know your audience literally on what platform and what works on certain platforms where. So long form content, TikTok isn't there yet. Yes, you can post longer form content on TikTok. I just don't think the consumers are ready for long form content on TikTok yet. Actually, something I did notice now, TikTok has updated so that you can have collections of your saves. So almost similar to YouTube's watch later. I do think we are going to see an influx of long form content on TikTok because of that feature now, because a lot of people will be able to go back to, oh, I wanted to watch that, da, 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 da. Something to consider. But anyway, okay. I'm saying a lot of things. Wheel of Fortune's coming out. So is the Nine of Swords. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. We've got our intention. I've said a lot of things. Let's go ahead and start with Aries. So Aries, how do I normally do them? What cycle is closing is what I normally do. Okay, I like this. Let's do it like this. What cycle is closing for you? Because it's a full moon. Cycle's closing. What could potentially be holding you back? What's the path forward? Or sometimes do I normally do outcome? Do I normally do outcome with that? Uh, I have this zit. Can y'all see it? It itches. It almost feels like a mosquito bite. And I don't have no makeup on today. Oh my God. And I'm really trying not to, it's not ready to pop, but oh my God, it hurts and it itches. I feel like I'm 16 again. Okay, what do I do? What chapter is closing? Potential obstacle. I guess I'll do outcome because I think that could be the same outcome or the path, the way forward. I think it's the same. We'll focus on outcome. So chapter closing, potential obstacle, way forward. Okay, so Aries, what is the cycle that is closing for you this full moon? Aries. Oh, I normally put my screen down like this. What cycle is closing for you, Aries? Ooh, excuse me. What is the potential obstacle for you, Aries? And what is the outcome of this full moon for you, Aries? The outcome full moon, Aries. Okay, here we go. Five of Wands is what this full moon is highlighting. Potential outcome, or excuse me, potential obstacle is 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And then the outcome is 3 of Wands. Okay, so Five of Wands is typically about competition. A lot of readers interpret that card as conflict. I often attribute it to like job market, needing to prove yourself, wanting to prove that you're the best. Because again, it's competition. And where do we mostly compete in the job market? But for some of you, it could be like an actual competition, an art competition, a lottery. I don't know. So we've got a competition being focused here. The potential obstacle is 10 of Pentacles, which to me is money. And the outcome is 3 of Wands. To me, Aries, this looks like you are vying for a promotion or a new job. And the outcome would be expansion, growth, next level. Let me clarify this 5 of Wands for Aries, please. What is the focus of this full moon for Aries? Okay, King of Swords, intelligence, information, wisdom. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles for Aries, please. Yeah, it's lack of money. 4 of Pentacles. Money is definitely a big topic of conversation for you this full moon. And please clarify the 3 of Wands for Aries this full moon. 3 of Swords. We've got heartbreak. Let's get another one. Because are we moving on or are we moving up? Okay, 2 of Cups wants to come out. Maybe this is a connection, perhaps. Clarify the 3 of Wands for Aries, please. The Sun, joy, happiness, fulfillment. Get one more. 5 of Swords. So again, there's some conflict that's Aries, just prepare for some conflict. It's unclear to me. I think this is separation, but there is going to be some sort of upset here. Did I show y'all the Sun and the 5 of Swords? Did I show y'all that? The Sun and the 5 of Swords. The Sun is usually about happiness, emotional fulfillment. The 5 of Swords is, I need to be quick. Oh my gosh. I feel like I always rush Aries, so I'm trying to make sure I get, because it's the first, I'm like, let's go to the next one. So I'm trying to make sure I give y'all your time today. Aries, to me, it just feels like, I feel like you're trying to prove to somebody that you're not dumb. I feel like you're trying to prove to somebody that you're capable. And this is directly related to your finances. I keep getting that. I don't know if you're trying to get a new job, if this is a side hustle. It's giving, give me a shot. It's giving, give me a shot. You know, I feel like you're trying to prove to somebody, no, 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 no. I can do this. And maybe this 4 of Pentacles is coming up to clarify the 10 of Pentacles because, you know, perhaps this full moon is going to make you take a risk in some way. It risks your security and your stability, which is what the 4 of Pentacles is about. But, you know, I was just listening to Roxy Talks' podcast today. I was catching up on some old episodes. And she was talking about, which is true, and this is why it's good for you, even when you're a manifester or you really listen to a lot of thought leadership. It's important for you to kind of refill your cup in those areas because you forget a lot of concepts. And so her point was, you have to change the energy if you're trying to get to a new level. The things that you do now, the habits you have now are working for the level that you're at now. If you're trying to get to a new level, three of wands, you've got to implement some new habits. You've got to implement some new behaviors. So I'm not sure if this is a connection, Aries. Okay. And if you think it is, feel free to book a reading with me. I do still have, I think, like 5 slots left for October. That might not be right. I don't have a lot of slots left for November. So look, if you want a reading on your situation. But this 2 of Wands and this 3 of Swords, it's either feeling like you're overcoming a past hurt with someone. This could be romantic, business, or professional, or platonic. It seems like you're getting through a hard time. That 5 of Swords is like winning at all costs. The Sun, maybe this is in relation to a child, if any of you guys have children. Getting over some sort of obstacle together. Maybe that's what it is. It's getting over some obstacle together, but the money is a problem. Did I say the Sun represents children? It could be in relation to children. And for some of you, this 3 of Swords and this 2 of Cups might indicate needing to move on without. Remember, I was thinking, is this with or without? It might be without someone that maybe you have to make the hard decision of, you know what? I've got to focus on the security of me and my child, and I've got to move on because this person is not helping me to create stability and security for my family. That might be the message for some of you, but it's making a decision that you feel is wise. You're not making an emotional decision, y'all. You're not making a passionate decision. I'm so used to my glasses. I'm like, so know that by the end of this full moon, you will be moving on. I do feel like you will be content with the outcome, but it's because you will have moved through some sort of obstacle. Whether or not you're breaking up with anyone, any person, any business, any whatever is unclear. What is clear is that you will be moving on towards something better for the sake of your security and your finances. I hope that's helpful. So let me make that note real quick. Okay, Taurus, let's see what we got for you, honey. Oh, we got 1 card left. We got the devil here at the bottom. All right. So Taurus, it's your full moon. It's a full moon in your sign. What will the full moon bring for you? What is coming to completion for you, Taurus? What is the potential obstacle with this full moon? And what is the outcome for you, this full moon, Taurus? What is the outcome? Okay. Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the Lovers. Wow, how lovely. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. So lovely. So what's coming to completion for you? We've got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is new love, new feelings, new emotions, new beginnings. Now, for some of you, if you're single, this could very well point to a new connection. This full moon could really highlight a new connection for you. But because it's around a full moon, this would be a new connection that is formed because you're getting over yourself in some sort of way, maybe open to new people that you weren't before. Again, full moons bring about a massive change. So maybe somebody you wouldn't entertain before, you're like, let me give them a chance, and you're like really happy. This could also be a connection that maybe you've been going back and forth about. Like, oh, am I gonna settle down and commit to this person? Because we've got the 4 of Wands and the Lovers here. I mean, wow. For those of you who are in committed relationship, Ace of Cups oftentimes represents a deepening of a bond, a deepening of a connection, bringing the relationship to the next level. Okay. We've got the 4 of Wands here as potential obstacle. 4 of Wands is domestic harmony, stability, home, community. So for some of you, it could be that your home causes an issue, or there is maybe issues within your home. Maybe you and your partner are trying to figure out where to live if you're wanting to move. Maybe for some of you, families or in-laws are really being a problem in your relationship. Maybe there's too many opinions in the relationship. There's a problem with the stability, the actual foundation. Like, I really think this is more home than anything. But like I said, this could point towards friends and family as well. Community. Let's clarify that Four of Wands, please. Let's clarify that Four of Wands for Taurus. Potential obstacle for this full moon for Taurus. Again, Ace of Cups. Wow. How do you get the Ace of Cups twice, Taurus? What's the message, Spirit? Potential obstacle. If some of you guys are really like wondering, okay, am I really gonna do this? Am I really commit? Look, back of the deck energy is the World. Major accomplishment. Some of you, I get the feeling that some of you guys might really be contemplating, am I really gonna commit? Is this, Taurus, y'all don't make decisions quickly. So I feel like you're wondering, am I really doing this? Am I really moving forward with this person? We need another message, Spirit. Why you give us the Ace of Cups twice? What is the potential obstacle for Taurus, please? Queen of Pentacles. So it could be another earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But the Queen of Pentacles, look, Seven of Wands, defensive, trying to keep somebody at distance. You know what? Just in the off chance that I have a lot of avoidance watching this reading right now, what I started to say was the Queen of Pentacles oftentimes represents someone who is financially independent. She's very self-made. There can be, some of you guys might be feeling like your independence is going to be threatened, or you're afraid of losing yourself somehow. No one's going to do that but you. I personally think everybody should keep a healthy level of independence within a relationship. Your whole entire life should not center around this person. And if you're worried that that's going to happen, just have the conversation and understand. I don't want to say what the boundaries are, but understand where and when both of you will need your space. I feel like this is about commitment, Taurus. Whether it's commitment of a relationship, it's a commitment of something, because the outcome is the Lovers. The Lovers is unions, partnerships, and it's not always romantic. Sometimes it is relationship with your higher self. So maybe some of you guys are going through this new space where you're, I don't want to say having an awakening, but like maybe this is exaggerated self-love. Maybe getting back into alignment with yourself after a period of feeling a little lost. Anyway, the Lovers represent the sign of Gemini, in case Gemini is important for anyone. But it's feeling like you're entering into this new union, again, romantic, platonic, business partnership, etc., that is making you feel really good. By looking at all these cards, we've got the Ace of Cups twice, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. These are all wildly positive cards, Taurus. And I'm not just saying that because it's your full moon. I would tell you. This is going to be an extremely amazing full moon for you. There feels like some hesitation to commit to something or someone, but I feel like in your core, this is really positive. This is what you want. Don't talk yourself out of it. Just be receptive to the blessing. Okay? Okay. Okay, Gemini, you're up. So we're going to look into, look at the sun wanting to flip out. We're going to look into what this full moon is highlighting for you, what's coming out. Eight of Pentacles, probably work, very heavily focused on work this full moon. Okay, but let's pick a card. Okay, what is going to come full circle to completion for Gemini this full moon? I just feel the need to pick another card. I don't even know what that card is, but let's just pick another card. What's coming to completion for Gemini, please? Okay. And what is the potential obstacle for Gemini? Potential obstacle. And what is the outcome for Gemini this full moon? What is the outcome for Gemini this full moon? All right, so we've got first one. Nine of Pentacles, love it. Eight of Swords, okay. All right. Potential obstacle, Nine of Wands. Outcome, Five of Cups. Okay. All right, here we go. In terms of what's coming to completion, the Nine of Pentacles typically represents financial independence, similarly to the Queen of Pentacles. She went through a lot of stuff to get to where she is, but she's just having her first taste of abundance, right? Where the Queen of Pentacles, like she lives this life. Nine of Pentacles just got there, you know? So it's independence in a way. And this Eight of Swords here, and this is what I'm talking about. Let me show you the card, Nine of Pentacles. She just got to this new level of abundance. So maybe for some of you, you're finally feeling like, okay, money is good. I'm comfortable. I have some just a little bit disposable income now. We've got Eight of Swords. I said I wanted to pick another card. We got the Eight of Swords, which is like being all in your head. You're worrying too much about problems that aren't real. I find myself doing that all the time. Like the other day, yesterday, I was really stressing about something in relation to my business. I was like, what am I going to do? I need to hire people. And I'm like, Whitney, you are worried about problems that don't exist yet. Like, let's just get to the first goalpost. And I just do that because I like to be prepared for the future. But like in reality, I'm worrying about problems that don't exist. So I wonder if you're doing that here with this Eight of Swords. Are you worrying about problems that don't exist yet? Are you being a victim when you really aren't? I use that loosely. I'm using that. Let me clarify that. Do you feel that you're being made to be a victim, or is it just your perception? The answer might be yes, the answer might be no. But an example could be, this is a really good example. An example could be, you know, maybe you haven't heard from your friends and family in a while, and you just feel like, oh, everybody hates me. They're icing me out. I know it, but really everybody's just busy. It's like, no, nobody's trying to ice you out. People just have other shit going on right now. You know, and that's just an example. But okay, so let's clarify, why this nine of like, because I'm just kind of like, okay, well, are we coming into this abundance, or is the abundance stopping? Like, what's happening? Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Gemini, please. What cycle is closing for Gemini? Eight of Cups. We're walking away. What are we walking away from? Because the Five of Cups is here. What are we walking away from? Okay, Six of Wands, victory, success, achievement, recognition. Nine of Wands is back of the deck here. Again, these are the same cards. These are the same. I feel like I'm always saying this to you, Gemini, but I feel like it's giving I can do battle by myself. You're choosing to walk away from something that is a thankless job, because we've got the Six of Wands here. You're used to being praised, you're used to getting recognition and all that, but you're choosing to walk a different path for the sake of your independence, your comfort, and your luxury. So that, however that resonates for you, is coming to completion. So ways that could come to a completion would be, maybe you're choosing to walk away from a job, you're starting your own business, but you would be walking away with savings. You wouldn't be quitting just to see what happens. You have got a plan. Maybe some of you guys are moving out, on your own, changing locations. You could be changing jobs completely. I don't think it's a new job personally. I don't think some of you guys are getting new jobs, but maybe. Some of you guys could be walking away from relationships, unfulfilling relationships. I'm hearing Jill Scott. What's that? What's the song? Slowly, surely, I walk away from self-serving love, misusing love. This can't be. I'm pretty sure I'm messing up the lyrics. Hi, slowly walk away. That's a great song. One step at a time, love. One day at a time, love. Look up that song. Okay. If that is resonating with you, look up Slowly Surely. Okay. It again, the point of the lyrics of that song is slowly, surely, I walk away from unfulfilling love. And it's like with the full moon, it's like, all right, maybe that cycle's complete. Maybe whatever steps you were taking to walk away from whatever you were walking away, this full moon would finalize it. Obstacle to overcome, potential obstacle is Nine of Wands. And I think maybe a piece of you is going to be asking yourself, do I endure? Do I endure? You know, do I keep on, or do I really walk away? So I think a piece of you is going to be contemplating, hold on, am I really ready? Because it's 2 9s. You're almost at the end of the 10s, or when we get to completion. So you're really like near the end of a cycle. And I think you're going to be asking yourself, hold on, do I really want to go this path? Am I ready to jump off the cliff? And normally with the Nine of Wands is, yes, move forward. You've made it. You've come this far. You know, outcome is Five of Cups. Now, this is where we really have to put our thinking caps on, because Five of Cups is emotional loss, grief, sadness, loss. There might be some grief in this situation, and the grief might not be yours. It could be. You might be grieving a situation. There was this instance where the Five of Cups came up for me recently, and it manifested in a way that I really wasn't expecting. I can't really recall exactly. But my point is that a lot of times when I see the Five of Cups, I think of, oh God, you know, what am I going to be really sad about? What's going to happen? And it's not necessarily that you're about to enter this depressed state. It's that you are experiencing loss on some level. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to slip into depression. A lot of times, a lot of readers interpret the Five of Cups as like, okay, yes, you've lost some things, but not all is lost. A lot of people like to look at that interpretation. Do I have my book here? Where is it? No, I don't know where y'all, I'm still unpacking. I don't know where my tarot book is. Is it down here? And then like, I think I find things and then I lose it again. I thought I had it over here. All right. The Five of Cups, yeah, like I said, it's about, let's just clarify it. Let's clarify the Five of Cups for you. Sorry. Forget that I can do that. Can you clarify the Five of Cups for Gemini? Five of Cups for Gemini. Temperance, balance, compromise, middle path. A lot of times healing and restoration as well. Similarly to the Star. But you know, she's got one foot, you got one foot is in water while one foot is on ground. I know it's kind of like focused a little bit, so you probably can't see. Can you guys, camera, can you just work with me for a minute? Oh. Can you guys see that? One of her feet are in water while the other is on ground. It's balance. Temperance also represents Sagittarius for those of you who it's important to. Can you clarify outcome of this full moon for Gemini, please? Oh, I grabbed two. We have the Sun and Page of Pentacles. So we've got happiness and Page of Pentacles offer dedication. I read a version of the Page of Pentacles that's about manifestation as well. I'm also hearing that it's like somebody who's watching this is giving up a business as well for the sake of a potential opportunity. Maybe some of you guys are selling or walking away from something. Yeah, it does feel like that, because with this success, this victory, just think of it as an analogy here. Imagine that you've built up this really important business. Like, I actually follow this guy on YouTube. He teaches about how to like thrive on by making books on Amazon KDP. And so he always starts out for his credibility. He always talks about how he built up a business, a multi-million-dollar business, or he built up a business and sold it for like a few million, I think. I don't know. But then now he's starting up another one. He's starting up again to maybe do the same thing if he wants. But it's almost giving like that impression of like you built something, you built up this business, you really love it, but at the same time you're walking away from it, but at the same time there's also something to celebrate as well. So it's like, oh, it's like a little sad of like, damn, imagine like a family diner. It's like, damn, this has been in our family a really long time. We really had a lot of great memories here, but it's also like nobody's available to like maintain it anymore, so we're just going to sell it. You know, it's kind of giving that energy of like we're walking away. You know, Five of Cups, there's something to grieve, but at the same time, there's also something, a new opportunity, a new offer to look forward to with the sun here, the happiness, contentment, clarity as well. The sun does represent children in case that's important. Some people see it as a card that represents Leo as well. I think Gemini, you can trust that you're making the right decision because I feel like at the time that you're watching this, you already know what this is about, and maybe you haven't made the decision yet. I think you can trust yourself. It's, you know why I know that you can trust yourself? Because you know that if you stay, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to, because you're always going to wonder, what if? And I would rather you take that what if risk and fail at something else versus wonder what would have happened. I always hate the what if. I hate the what if. I never like to put myself in a position of what if I had done this? What if I had done that? And I don't want you in that position either. I hope that makes sense. I would rather you sell the business, this analogy, okay, this is just an analogy. I'd rather you sell the business, go and start a new venture and fail rather than stay in a business that's bleeding you dry, that's driving you crazy, that's hard to maintain, and wonder what your life could be like if you started the new venture. Does that make sense? Because the reality is you could start a new venture and succeed. And I don't know that any of you guys are thinking about selling a family diner or family business or whatever. I'm just using that as an analogy, okay? It's time to let something go. It's time to move on. I'm hearing telepop music. Don't look back. What's that song? Sit still and close your eyes. What's behind the other door? Whoa, no more silence. Don't kill this thing we got called love. It's such a good song. It's like kind of like a French, it's like a French, I don't even know how to call it, like a tech, I don't know. It's lounge, it's like sexy lounge music. Like, so look it up, telepop music, Don't Look Back. That's the name of the song. That's the song that's coming through. Look it up. I hope it's helpful. The rest of the lyrics are coming to me. When love comes calling, don't look back. Let me see, let me sing. When love comes calling, don't look back. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Telepop. Maybe this is connecting, maybe it's not. Uh, and I'm standing over here, watching you over there, smiling, happy, unaware. While life is spinning round, you're going underground, forgetting who you are. Let's try and keep it just one more day. Well, that's interesting. Now I'm like, hold on. I'm like, ooh, should you stay? Now, let me not let me not misguide y'all. Hmm. Maybe that's resonating for some of you. Um, because this song this song, Gemini. I know I just spent a whole lot of time saying, move forward, look to the future. For some of you, maybe this message is also a revelation of, ooh, I don't want to know what if. I don't want to regret. Okay. Because this song, Don't Look Back, is this person pleading to her person, don't give up on us. Maybe that's what the Nine of Wands is about. You make your own decision, Gemini. You know who you are, you know what you want to do. And it's also very possible to feel conflicted. It's also very possible to feel like, I don't want to give up on this, but at the same time, I know I've given it everything I've got. Look, this is a collective reading. If you need to unpack your situation, you know where to find me, Gemini. Okay. Okay. Okay, Cancer, it's your turn. Here we go. So full moon in Taurus for Cancer. This should be a nice full moon. You're very compatible with Taurus and earth signs, I feel, in general, but let us see. For Cancer, what is coming to completion at this full moon in Taurus for Cancer? And what is a potential obstacle for Cancer? And what is the outcome for Cancer this full moon? All right, here we go. Ten of Wands, Justice, and the Empress. Okay, baby, the hard work is paying off, period. Period, the hard work is paying off. Okay, so, oh, I should move I forgot my plant was over here. Should I move it? I wonder if I should move it. Because now this plant is kind of hidden. I wonder if I should move it over here. Is that better? Of course I would move a plant during your section, Cancer. You know we're all about the home. We're all about the vibes. We're all about the aesthetics. Of course I would move a plant during your section. Okay. All right, so Cancer, we've got 10 of Wands for, you know, what's coming to completion this full moon. 10 of Wands is about responsibility, hard work, a lot on your plate. And I hope that the hard work is coming to an end. We will dig. We also have the Justice card here as potential obstacle, maybe fighting for something that's right, maybe an obstacle with a Libra, of some sort. The outcome is Empress. You're coming out, by the end of it, you will be in a much more peaceful state. So let's dig a little bit. Let's see what we're really talking about. For Cancer, please. What's coming to completion for Cancer? Please clarify the 10 of Wands for Cancer. Wow, what's coming to completion for Cancer? The Emperor, interesting. The Emperor is a decision maker. It's somebody who's taking charge. It's somebody who, it's an Aries as well, in case that's important. Father figure energy as well. Charging ahead is what I'm getting with the 10 of Wands and the Emperor. You know what I get when I think about this? I know it's hard for you guys to see both cards right now. When I see, you know, when I think about the Emperor, I think about like, you know, the olden days of like what it was like when you were actually trying to conquer territory. You'd be on the road on the horses for months, camping out, trying to figure it out, you know, strategizing and everything. I wonder if that is the period that's coming to an end for you. I wonder if when we think of Emperor, we think of masculine. When we think of Empress, we think of feminine, right? I wonder if what's coming to completion for you is this end of masculine force, and what you're stepping into is this femininity, this flow, this peace, this state of receptivity. Let's clarify and get one more card. What's coming to completion for Cancer? The World, major accomplishment. Yeah, I think that's done for you, Cancer. I think that's done. Look, Three of Swords. Everything that has caused you anguish these past few months. When did we have the new moon in Taurus? It would have been 6 months ago. Let me just look real quick. Our new moon in Taurus was in was May 7th. Ooh, that's good. I'm thinking about where I was because y'all know I'm a Cancer Moon, Cancer Venus. I'm thinking about where I was at the beginning of May. Oh my God, May was such a hard month for me. Between May and October were my most difficult months of 2024. Because I just had a lot. Because the Ten of Wands, baby, Ten of Wands for sure for May and October for me. But anyway, when we think of full moons, it's about a cycle of completion. It's from the new moon in Taurus to the full moon in Taurus. We have this cycle of completion, right? 6 months of growth and all that. So I feel like the hard work and the struggle bus, you're getting off the struggle bus, Cancer. Your season of white knuckling through is coming to an end. And I feel like you've lost a lot of things, people, circumstances along the way with this Three of Swords. You might have lost some friends. You might have lost some soldiers. You might have lost some trinkets in the process, right? I'm still thinking in the terms of like conquering. You're on the road, you're camping, you've got horses. Of course, you might have lost some random things here and there. But did you gain the territory? Yes. Was it worth it? Yes. Because this is not an energy of I tried, failed, and I'm defeated. This is you really went through the last 6 months and you pushed through and you have some scars, but we're okay now. We're okay now. It's a really interesting message. I wasn't expecting that. The difficulties are coming to an end. Also, too, I'm also thinking one of the astrologists I follow, y'all follow Jonathan Pigley. Is that his name? Pingley? He calls himself the spiritual weatherman. I follow him on TikTok and he's talking about how because we have Pluto moving into Aquarius, which I will be doing a separate video on, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for about 20 years, starting November 16th, the day after the full moon. And I'm just actually just looking real quick. I'm like, what am I supposed to edit this content? And it affected the cardinal signs heavily because I believe it's been in, what has Pluto been in? What sign has Pluto been in? I don't even know. Was it in Capricorn? I think it's been in Capricorn. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's been in Capricorn since January 2020 through 2008. Oh, I keep mixing up the 16th and the 19th. It's on the 19th that Pluto enters Aquarius. I keep fucking that up. Don't let me misinform y'all. Y'all know I'm a more of a reader than an astrologist. I interpret the stars, but okay, let me confirm because I don't want to misinform y'all. Okay. November 19th. Yes, November 19th. It will be there until March 8th, 2043 in Aquarius. Anyway, Capricorn is a cardinal sign, so it affects all the other cardinal signs, which is why I'm saying this. So whatever hardship you would have been experiencing, Cancer, sorry, y'all. That's coming to an end. Congrats. Congrats. And now it will be our problem to fix signs. Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Hold on. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. It will fuck our shit up for now, 20 years. Let me just move forward. You got the point. Potential obstacle is justice here. Okay, now justice does represent the sign of Libra. Perhaps there's some legal issue you're trying to get resolved. Perhaps there is some dispute that you're trying to get resolved or handle. And please clarify this for Cancer, please. Potential obstacle for this full moon in Taurus. Empress again. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know, Cancer, you're not gonna have to do nothing. I feel like somebody is going to come in and save the day. I feel like somebody's going to take care of the situation for you. The Empress is all about sitting back, relaxing, being still. It's about being in your feminine energy. You're not going to have to do nothing. It's feeling like you can finally relax and enjoy after fighting, after a period of trying to get what you deserve. Seven of Cups coming out, dreaming fantasy options, and the High Priestess came out with that too. Intuition. Can you please clarify the Justice card for Cancer potential? Now, for some of you, this might be motherhood. Again, Empress represents mom. I don't think it's about a mother figure, though. I really don't. I think it's more about something is going to be handled for you. Potential obstacle for Cancer this full moon, please. Seven of Swords. Somebody might be trying to get away with something. Seven of Swords is about strategy, sneakiness, deception. It just doesn't feel like they're going to get away with it. I know exactly how this connects with me. I'm not really sure if you know how this connects with you, Cancer. Can you clarify, please, potential obstacle for Cancer this full moon? The King of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, my little filter is like blurring these cards a little bit. I just get the sense, Cancer, that because your outcome is the Empress card, whatever this dispute is, you won't be disappointed. I'm just playing a yes, no card because why the fuck not? I don't love this deck, so let's see what comes out of it. But can you please clarify this Justice card, please? I'm trying to learn how to use this deck in a different way. There's some interesting messages on this card that I'm trying to learn how to work with this deck differently. Please clarify the Justice card. Listen, look what just flipped over. We got two cards that just flipped over. Okay. Yes, I saw these two, but they're one behind each other. Yes, right for the picking, perfect timing, get ready. Look, because yes is what you see at the bottom. If it came out this way, it would have been no, but it came out this way. So yes, and then we have this one that was right behind it. Feeling fragmented, cracking under pressure. I feel like whoever is trying to get away with something will be the ones cracking under pressure. You're gonna have to see. Y'all gonna have to let me know. I also feel like with this High Priestess, there is divine intervention here with this justice, with this justice issue, or this fairness issue, this potential legal matter. Okay, outcome is the Empress. So let's clarify this again. Empress is could be mother figure, but it's again that femininity, that beauty, that rest, that stillness, that luxury. Clarify outcome for Cancer, please, Spirit. Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about need. Clarify the Empress, please, for Cancer, this full moon outcome. Page of Pentacles. Offer, manifestation, dedication, discipline. Apprentice. Clarify this Empress, please, for Cancer. King of Swords, wisdom, knowledge, information, power. It's feeling like you're walking away with the prize. Someone will end up being the Five of Pentacles. I'm not convinced that it's you. And potentially, you know, this is also a message of leaving hard times behind. Look, back to the deck energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Potentially leaving hard times in the past and having a new adventure to look forward to. You've got a lot more wisdom now that you gained from this experience of the Ten of Wands. Cancer, your period of suffering is over. Your period of suffering is over. I really, if some of you guys are going through a legal battle, I really don't know how it, everyone's situation is going to be different. I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I'm hopeful based on these cards that it would be a positive. Even if the positive is you just move on and let it go, you're just leaving a lot of things behind you. Okay. All right. I hope that was really helpful. Let me move on to Leo. Okay, Leo, it's on to you. Our grounding message is creation. So we're in the Beaver Moon. We're setting up ourselves for the future. So let's go ahead and see what the message is for you. What is coming to completion for Leo? Okay. Let's come in full circle for Leo. Let's come in full circle for Leo. All right. And what is the potential outcome for Leo? Potential outcome, excuse me, potential obstacle for Leo. Potential obstacle for Leo. And the outcome, how are things going to pan out for Leo? How are things going to work out this full moon for Leo? All right, let's see what we got. Magician, love it. Death card. And King of Pentacles. First of all, the King of Pentacles alone, I'm good. I'm good. I'm content. I don't even, what else is there to discuss? Oh, I fixed that during Cancer sign, but I must have pushed that when I got up. Leo. Okay, what's coming to completion? Magician. Interesting. You know what I see though when I see this, Leo, when we think about, okay, what's coming to completion? I feel like this is the end of you having to make shit work. I know that sounds kind of crazy, and that's a really interesting interpretation for the magician, but the magician is a manifester. They're always like manifesting what they want, what they desire. They're trying to manipulate the energies and trying to become a vibrational match. They're trying to use what resources they have available to them to get what they desire. I just kind of get the feeling that you will no longer need to do that. You will no longer need to pull tricks out of your hat. And I really hope that you understand what I mean when I say that, Leo. It's an unexpected message, but let's clarify. Let's clarify. Please clarify cycles closing for Leo. Now remember, please consider wherever you were May of this year, because that's when we had our new moon in Taurus. So whatever cycles were beginning about that time, I know for me personally, May was a very difficult month for me. I was in my magician era like crazy. I was trying to make a lot of things work. Okay. But it feels like that space of like, it's almost, I'm trying to kind of relate it. I'm trying to relate it to a character. Like, what character would this be? It's kind of somebody who's like always out for themselves, is everybody's friend and no one's friend at the same time, who, you know, very self-serving as long as it helps them get to where they want to be, but not entirely selfish. Oh, I can't think of a character. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, anyways, clarify magician for me. I feel like I see it in my mind's eye, but I don't really know what character this is. What is coming to completion for Leo? Please clarify. Strength. Okay, now this is our power card, strength. Okay, it represents Leo. But again, I just kind of feel like you no longer need to have strength. You no longer need to pull through. Really interesting message here. Please clarify what's coming to completion for Leo. And now we've got the King of Pentacles again, which I would take as a positive sign, personally, seeing as how we have it here twice. A lot of people are getting repeating cards. Taurus got the Ace of Cups twice. Cancer got the Empress twice. And now you're getting the King of Pentacles twice. I think that's a very good sign. The message was clear. You're no longer having to pull tricks out of your hat, Leo. Let's look into the death card. Okay, potential outcomes, death. Now, the death card is about transformation and it is about endings. As a fixed sign, you don't like change. You don't like change. So maybe that's really what the message is here. The potential obstacle could be a Scorpio. Okay, could be a Scorpio. But let's clarify that. Why is the transformation a potential obstacle? Nine of Wands. We've got resilience. We've got perseverance. We've got fortitude. Clarify potential obstacle, please, for Leo. The Hermit, being withdrawn, going within, being alone. Clarify potential obstacle, please, for Leo. And the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone who's very ambitious, someone who's very eager to go out there, prove themselves. To me, Leo, because I have, look, Six of Swords is back to deck energy. Because we have this Nine of Wands here with potential obstacle, I feel like we've been down this road before. Excuse me. You know what you need to do now to get out of this like magician energy, just kind of trying to like make it work, pulling hats out of your bag, you know, tricks out of your bag. But I think you're in a space of this full moon is going to make you feel like, do I have what it takes though? And I feel that this is coming with a death of an identity, a death of, it's a vibrational shift. I was just talking, I don't know what sign I was talking about this, but I was listening to Roxy Talks' podcast and was talking about, for me, it was a reminder, but for you, this might be new information. When you are trying to enter a new era, a new space, a new setting for yourself that you haven't achieved, you have to change your behavior, your actions, because if you can't, the things that you did to get you where you are now are not going to be the things that you do to get you where you want to be. You have to change the energy. You have to change the vibration. You've got to make different decisions. So I think you already know, because you've had to be so many different people these past 6 months to make it work, to just make it through. You are already aware of what it takes. I think there's just a little bit of fear here. So with this death, you're fearing the transformation. You're worried, what if it doesn't work out? What if I can't sustain? The Hermit here represents the sign of Virgo, okay? But it's also about going within, meditating. You know, you're not going out. You're really having a lot of heart-to-heart soul conversations with yourself. I also feel like there's a version of yourself that's like, not a version of yourself. I feel like you're also, with this full moon, really almost having like a little funeral for yourself of like honoring the person that you had to be. Oh my God, I don't know why I want to get emotional. Maybe, I mean, this is connecting with me. Honoring the person that you had to be to get to where you are, but at the same time, recognizing you can no longer be that person anymore. Does that make sense? I really hope that, but I really feel like that's going to connect with a lot of people. There's an identity shift. There's an identity shift that's happening, and that is hard to release. So just acknowledge that. But anyway, outcome is King of Pentacles, babe. Abundance. We about to be rich, okay? And this is personal. This is personally a repeating card for me, as well. So I really feel like money is not going to be the problem. I feel like you're entering into security and stability. Please clarify the outcome for Leo this full moon. Death card again. So many repeating cards. There is a transformation here, Leo, that you just need to embrace. You just need to embrace. The old you is dead or is dying. We got a few more days. The old version of you is dying, but it's also about rebirth. Wow, this is really powerful to me. Clarify the outcome for Leo, please. The moon, facing your fears, facing your anxieties. Oof, child. You know, Leo, this is going to be an uncomfortable full moon because you're having to face yourself, but goddamn, are you coming out on the other side with guns blazing, with that Nine of Wands energy. It's giving Rocky. It's giving Rocky. Was it Rocky 5 when he had to train? You know, the one with the steps? Hold on, I should really know this. Which Rocky was it? Or was that the first Rocky? Okay, whatever. I don't know. One of the Rockies. You, my point is, if you don't know that film, if you are a Gen Zer, Rocky had to train so hard to become a stronger, better version of himself to fight this really important fight. And that's such an iconic scene of him going up and down the steps. And he was sluggish at first, but then we get this montage of him getting faster and him getting better. So he had to let a version of himself die so he could be evolve. Does that make sense, Leo? Oh my God, that's so powerful to me. I love this. What's I love here, we've got the King of Pentacles twice, baby, and we got the Death card twice. Prepare, Leo, to enter your rich bitch era. Okay? Period. Hi, Virgo. Ooh. All right, baby. It's your turn. Here we go. What cycles are closing for Virgo, please? What cycles are closing for Virgo? This is in another fellow Earth sign, so it should be a kind of full moon to you. It should feel very good. What cycles are closing for Virgo, please? Oh, okay, sure. I'll take that as a clarifier. What potential obstacles is Virgo going to face this full moon? And what is the outcome for Virgo? What is the outcome for Virgo? All right, here we go. Let's see. We got the Hierophant. Okay. House to go to overcome, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Now, what's this clarify here? Empress. Yes, Lord, we love it. Okay, we love it. All right, so let me show you these cards, Virgo. All right, so for you, Virgo, cycles coming to completion, the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant represents a lot of things. It does actually represent the sign of Taurus, but it also represents hierarchies, you know, institutions, think churches, corporations, hospitals, colleges, and universities. So the Hierophant on that vein also represents spiritual teacher as well. We have the Empress here as an extra bonus card that I subconsciously chose. The Empress represents motherhood, represents femininity, represents, you know, luxury. Perhaps this is an end of you doing things traditionally, because that's what the Hierophant is all about, tradition. Perhaps this is you saying, you know what, this just doesn't work for me. I need to do this differently. This is just, I'm trying to do something the right way, whatever that is for you, whether in your parenting, your work life, your job, your business, you're trying to do something the tried and true way. But I feel like you're just like, no, actually, I think I'm gonna do this. And clarify this for Virgo, please. Empress again. Everybody keeps getting repeating cards. It's so wild to me. Maybe I'm just like super tapped in today. That must be what it is. Taurus got their Ace of Cups twice. Who is it? Cancer got their Empress twice. Leo got their King of Pentacles twice. I mean, it's just really confirmation. I really think because the Empress is coming up twice here, for any of you guys who are parents, you're shaking it up in your motherhood. You're shaking it up. Okay? Shaking it up. What's coming to a close for Virgo? A Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're charging ahead with an idea, and I don't know what this is for you. But I think you have an idea and you're like full steam ahead. You're like, I'm going after this. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And yeah. What is this for Virgo? What cycle is closing for Virgo? The moon, Pisces energy, but also we've got fears, anxieties, hidden truths, even. For some of you, this could be work. Maybe you're changing something in your work life. Maybe you're choosing to take a step back and focus on your motherhood, taking a break from work, perhaps. That could be a message here. Giving yourself time to figure it out, figure out your next steps. And maybe you're like making that decision quickly with the Knight of Swords here. Very interesting. Very interesting. We've got the Two of Pentacles here as potential obstacle. So this is weighing your pros and cons, weighing your priorities and your finances. So I definitely think that there's a lot to consider with this decision that you want to make. Clarify Two of Pentacles, please, for Virgo. The Star. We've got restoration, rebirth. You're wanting a break. You want a break, Virgo. I feel like there's a lot you have to keep up with right now, and you just really want to rest. But I fear that if you take your hand off the wheel, no one else is going to take control, or no one else is going to keep the car straight. Does that make sense? So it's like you're tired a little bit. Clarify this, please, for Virgo. Queen of Swords. You are really the only one at this time who can keep it all running. And that sucks. But I know how that feels. It's just not your season to, well, I don't want to claim that. I really do want to claim that everybody should always make time for care. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just not that season. Like last month was not a season for me to rest on my laurels. It really, I mean, all things considered, I definitely had my moments, like the first half of October where I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? But even in my quiet contemplation, I wasn't vegging out. I wasn't doing nothing. Does that make sense? And some seasons, my point in saying that is some seasons are just like that, where you don't have time to rest, you don't have time to relax, you don't have time for respite. I didn't get my nails are not done. I didn't go get a pedicure. I did my own pedicure last month. And for a Leo, our pampering is very important to us. Even if we don't get it done ourselves, we're going to do it. But I just need, that's a sacrifice. My pampering, sacrifice. Okay. Anyway, my point in saying that is sometimes it's just what the circumstances call for. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles as potential obstacle for Virgo. The Devil. Yeah, I think this is a work. The Devil represents Capricorn. For some of you that might be Capricorn. It's willing attachments. But also when I see the Devil, I also think of work. I think you're really wanting to make a shift in your work life. That's what it feels like to me, but you're trying to figure out how you can do that while also balancing these other aspects of your life. So to me, this full moon is more about you making a decision and maybe even putting it into effect of the changes that you want to make, maybe around your work life. It feels really related to your work life. I'm not gonna lie. and how you make your money. Outcome is 8 of Pentacles. So regardless, you got work to do, babe. You're getting to work. You're getting out there. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles for Virgo, please. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles, please, for outcome for this full moon. The sun. How lovely. Happiness, joy, fulfillment, clarity. You are making changes to your life. I feel that it's mostly focused on home and work, Virgo. That gives you greater happiness and more fulfillment. Maybe even spending more time with your children. Did I say that? I don't know. Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles about need, feeling left out, feeling abandoned. It just feels like to me you're taking control of a situation. I'm really not sure exactly how, and I hope that in this session you know how this is resonating with you. If it is, please comment below. But you're taking control of a situation. And by the end of this new moon, or excuse me, full moon, which will be about, and when I say end of the full moon, I mean about by 3 days afterwards. So we have this full moon on the 15th. So by Saturday, by Monday, Tuesday at the latest, you will have made this shift that makes you feel really good. I'm happy for it. I hope this is resonating. Let me know how this connects with you, because this one's not as clear as the other ones. I understand the outcome very much so, but let me know how this resonates for you in the comments. The star, by the way, also represents Aquarius. I didn't say that. And the Queen of Swords represents air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So we've got a lot of heavy air sign energy, Capricorn, maybe potentially Cancer with the Empress here, but and potentially Leo as well. Just a thought. Okay, Libra, it is your turn, my love. So let's go ahead and see what this full moon is about for you. 8 of Swords wanting to come out. So you're very much in your head, very much in your head right now. All right, so here we go. What is coming to completion for Libra? Oh, excuse me. And what is the potential obstacle for Libra this full moon? Potential obstacle for Libra. And what is the outcome for Libra this full moon? What is the outcome for Libra this full moon? Let's see what we got here. Oh God, the Tower. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Okay. And then outcome. All right. This full moon is going to be kind of like blase blah. I don't know if that makes sense to people. What's another way I can put that? This full moon is not going to be great, not going to be bad. Not going to be great. Okay, so what's coming to completion for you, Libra, is the Tower. Now, something I was just talking about with the other signs is that we've got to consider where we were back in May. Okay, May 7th is when we had our new moon in Taurus. So those would have been new beginnings that were initiated at that time. I don't know about you, but for me, May was a very difficult month. Between May and October, those were probably the most difficult months for me personally, 2024. Okay. Now we've got 6 months. So remember, between a new moon and a full moon, we've got 6 months of transformation happening and change. So this would be the final act, if you will, of that full moon. The Tower represents housing, sometimes literally like buildings or real estate. But it also represents upheaval, chaos, and change. So for me, Libra, this full moon marks the end of the chaos, the end of the upheaval, the end of the stress. Like, I feel like at this point, the building will have burnt to the ground. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because like when a building is burning, you're stressed, you're watching it, you're in shock. You're like, oh my God, did I get my laptop? Is the dog out? Is the fire department coming? Like all these things are coming through your mind. I should have grabbed more stuff. I should have made sure I had rental insurance, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just making it up. You're like in all stress, like it's a mess. A building burning is a lot. Okay. And you're trying to salvage and you're trying to save and you're trying to figure out what next. It's a lot, right? But then once the dust settles, well, technically in the tarot, we have the star, which is rebirth, rejuvenation, hope, and faith. But in this case, in this reading, I feel like the building is burned to the ground. There's nothing left to save. There's nothing at this point. When you're watching it, you have all these questions. Am I going to be able to stay here? Is it going to be, can it be renovated? What's going to happen? There's a lot of questions that are happening in your mind as the building is burning. But once it's down to the ground, there's no question. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. You just have to pick up the pieces of your emotional turmoil and move the fuck on. In a way, this feels like relief, though, Libra. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I just feel like you've been going through it for like so long. In a way, I feel like there is some kind of relief of like, okay, well, now I can really move on. You know what I mean? Now I don't have to worry about like this. This could even be like getting it. I mean, this is quite literal, but like even think about like if you actually had an issue with your home, even getting like an insurance check payout. Like if you've been fighting with the insurance company for months, like you got to pay for my flood or whatever. Like even if you're finally getting a check, it's like, I've been fighting with them for so long and now I finally got it and now I can just move on. You know, it's that kind of energy. It's like it was a lot, but now you're just like, well, I didn't get the money I wanted or the amount that I wanted, but I got something. So now let me just move forward. Potential obstacle, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is new love, new emotions, new feelings. So we're going to have to clarify that. This is the desire for something new. I'm hearing High School Musical. This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh. Don't act like, first of all, don't act. I was not a High School Musical like fanatic, but the songs were songing. Okay, the songs were songing. Maybe it's just because Disney Channel shoved it down our throats. I don't know. But now looking in your eyes, the start of something new. Come on, Vanessa, let's just come on. Vanessa and Hudgens and Zach, what's his name? What's his name, y'all? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Zach Efron. They did that. They did that. That little High School Musical that then launched all their careers. They did it. But anyway, that's the song that's coming to my mind. This could be the start of something new. So anyway, Ace of Cups, new emotions, new beginnings. Back to the deck energy here is Ace of Wands. I just noticed that before I almost shuffled it away. New passions. Okay, let's clarify this. What is the potential obstacle here for Libra? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, potentially. But temperance is about balance. It's about patience. It's about compromise. Please clarify the Ace of Cups for Libra this full moon. This is a good reading, Libra. A Queen of Cups, potentially a mother figure in your life, and water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some people consider the Queen of Cups similar to the Empress because it's a very compassionate sign, a very nurturing sign. That's why a lot of tarot readers would describe it as a mother figure. Clarify this for Libra, please. King of Cups. Okay, now we've got water sign energy here too, your divine counterpart. I wonder, look, Ace of Cups is back at deck energy again here too. I wonder why this is coming up. I might need to pull another from another deck on this. So it could be that there's a struggle to compromise between male and feminine water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, female, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, male. You're trying to find a balance between the two. Ace of Cups, again, new feelings, new beginnings, new emotions. Let's just clarify this because I really want to know what the hell I'm talking about. Um, Part of me wants to pick a card from here, my healing heart journey, since we've got this tower here. What are we talking about? So we got two cards, sweet nothings and protection. I want to guarding your heart, wait before dating again, coming out of your shell. Okay. And then sweet nothings, all talk and no action. See beyond the flattery, being easily seduced. What are we talking about for Libra? Look, hard, it's hard work, but it's also the card of poverty. I think, Libra, this is the desire for something new, but needing to bide your time, needing to wait for your moment. Because with this hard work and poverty card, you want to move on, but it's like you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta bide your time. The beaver moon, going back to the theme of this reading here, the beaver moon, this is about you laying a solid foundation, creating, building. I was picking cards for my yes no with another sign. So you know what? I never do this, Libra. I never, because I don't usually have this deck out and I don't work with it often, but let's see what comes out. I never really, I don't use this. It's a deck from Foundry. They hired me last year for Valentine's Day. It's a beautiful deck, by the way, but I never work with it. And I told myself I would try to work with it more often. Let's just see. This is such a pretty deck. Look at it. I mean, I don't, it's not a tarot deck. I don't really, it's hard to explain. It's not quite an oracle deck. Clarify potential outcome for Libra. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's the sign of Scorpio. Okay. All right, Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Passionate, intimate, mysterious, intense, perceptive, loyal. Okay. So we've got a Scorpio in the mix here, in case that's relevant for you, Libra. Potential obstacle. Okay. And then, okay, I'm pulling two. Okay. Menagerie, a diverse collection of things, and also winged heart. Beloved, with wings we fly. Okay, let's read Menagerie first. A diverse collection of things. The Menagerie chain brings together Foundry's principles of symbolism, storytelling, and the aesthetic. Okay, all right. The strong heart links begin and end with love, representing two interdependent hearts with white and yellow gold interconnected links. The snake link coils to form a complete circle, a representation of wholeness and constant loop of growth and rejuvenation. Okay. This is a jewelry company, guys. Okay. Uh, Winged heart, a collage formed by the symbols of true love and the art of living life passionately, creates a single glyph of a winged heart. The two tenets are fused to remind us that an act of true love is lifting each other up and encouraging one another to live life fully and passionately. So number 7 here, in case it's important to you. You know what? I'm not going to overinterpret that here. Potential obstacle for you, Libra, is either a new relationship, potentially a Sagittarius, potentially a Scorpio, or water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody who it might seem promising, but it's not really nothing to fulfill you, and you need to protect yourself. Like I think you might think that you're ready to date, but you might need a little bit more time. You might need a little bit more time. And maybe this isn't related to dating at all. It's just feeling like you need more time to process something. But however it goes, water signs are involved for sure. Water signs are involved. Okay, let's move forward. Outcome, 4 of Cups. We've got, and this is why I was saying this isn't going to be a bad full moon. It's not going to be a great full moon. The 4 of Cups comes when you have something but what you have isn't great. It's when you've got a red cup, but all you can, these are not the same size cup, guys, by the way. One is like, I think 8 ounce, and this is like a 16 ounce or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. So you've got one cup, but all you can focus on is that somebody else has a bigger cup. So it is very much looking at the glass half full. It's like, yeah, you have a cup, but yours isn't as big as somebody else. You have to spend twice as much energy refilling your cup when somebody else doesn't have to. And so it's easy to get into the woe is me energy. Why not me? Why can't? Why not? How come? Why haven't? It's, in short, being displeased with what you have. It's also luxury to be able to decline offers, because the Four of Cups comes when something is being offered to you, but it's not exactly what you want. It's not exactly what you desire. It's not exactly what you asked for. It's something, which is better than nothing, but you're not completely content, um, which is the message of the Four of Cups. So, I picked the yes or no card. It's like, what do you have for Libra? What message do you have for Libra? Forgot I picked this card out. Yes, fulfilling your desires, being refreshed, moving, literally as look, the glass, literally. Okay, fulfilling your desires, being refreshed, moving. I feel like it should be moving on. I think this is really more of a message, if I can really tie it back to this full moon Libra and thinking back on how the past 6 months have been for you. This is really more of a message of realizing, okay, you know what? Great. You know, there's nothing to salvage, there's nothing to save. But what I do have, I get to begin again. I'm hearing this song. Who is it by? Begin again. You are the moon. Da, da, da. Then when we burst, start over. Oh, darling. Begin again, begin again, begin again. What is it? Purity Ring by Purity. This is a really good song. Okay, guys. This is really, I suggest you guys look. I've been watching your kindness keep a lonely company. Look at the fire and think of me. I've been watching you creep around my wandering feet. Trying for years to flee. Ooh, I'm reading lyrics, y'all. Trying for years to flee. I need not one thing more. Oh, wrap the ground around your gentle, winding mind. Oh, guard the pounding sound. Breathe in your fiery air. Oh, wrap the ground around, give back and hungrier stare. Oh, guard the pounding sound. You be the moon, I'll be the earth, and when we burst, start over. Oh, darling, begin again. The moon revolves around the earth. My moon, oh my moon, not even into another eternity will you stop your lovely orbiting. I had held it a world away until my body began to say, oh, oh, oh. I need not one thing more. I think this is interesting. I'm looking at these lyrics completely differently in a way that I have never before. I highly suggest you guys check out the song. I love the song. But really, as I'm reading the lyrics, it's like, all right, how many times are we going to do this? Because you keep trying to leave. You've never wanted to be here, and yet you're here. I mean, if we think about it, trying for years to flee, and what does the moon do? It's constantly revolving around the earth. So it can't really leave if you wanted to, but like every day, every 24 hours, here we go again. It's night. Okay. So there's this energy here, Libra, that like you can't, there's somebody that you have to be patient with. You have to be patient with, for the time being anyway. And you have to focus on the things that you can do to fill up your cup. I feel like you're not going to be rid of this moon. Whatever it is that's orbiting, I feel like you would be the earth. Whatever is orbiting around you, whatever seemingly wants to flee you, I feel like you kind of have to deal with for right now. It's being offered to you. It's not exactly what you want, but you're having to deal. See what else comes out of this, and then I'll finally move on to Scorpio. Not for Libra. Rising to the challenge, floating on air, advance. Again, move on. Rise above. Look forward, not back. I think you're getting a lot of clarity around this full moon, Libra. I also feel like you're getting an answer. The answer, I mean, yes, we have the yes cards, but I also feel like you're understanding, all right, even though I want the big cup, I'm going to deal with the little cup for right now. And I'm going to get to this big cup, but it's not going to be right now. I read one interpretation of how the Four of Cups, it comes because you're too busy comparing yourself to what others have versus for focusing on yourself. I think it's in the Chris-Anne deck. I said I was going to move on. I'm going to say this, and then I'm really going to move on. Instead of focusing on what you don't have right, focus on what you do. Even better, spend energy focusing your thoughts on the experiences that you will create in the future. Taking time to meditate and slow your mind will show you that life is better than it seems. It's up to you to shift into the abundance available to you right now. Let me read the whole thing. If you are finding yourself bored, unsatisfied, or frustrated with your current situation, know that you are likely missing the vibrant landscapes that are present just beyond the peripheral vision. Often we become so focused on our own internal perspectives that our feelings about a situation can prevent us from noticing the arrival of extraordinary opportunities and remarkable things. If you remain open to shifting ever so slightly in order to see your situation in a fantastic new light, you will learn that the present moment is filled with the most dynamic magic. Instead of focusing on what you don't have right, focus on what you do. Even better, spend energy focusing on your thoughts, on the experiences you will create in the future. Taking time to meditate and slow your mind will show you that life is better than it seems. It's up to you to shift into the abundance available to you now. Can I also just say, oh my God, I'm spending so much time on Libra. Can I also just say that meditation looks different for every person? Like, I feel like when people think about meditation, that they feel like they have to kind of like be in this like, that is not what meditation looks like for me. And I really don't. Some meditation can be just sitting in silence in quiet stillness. I meditated today had a really long drive this morning. And sometimes I just drive without the radio, just like be with your thoughts. Just allow yourself, you have to give yourself, number one, a time to hear God's voice or the universe, your higher self, however you connect to a higher power. Give yourself time to like really be contemplative and be still and be silent. It's not always needing to be like, sometimes it's just sitting and just doing nothing and just thinking. And if you want to journal, journal. Okay. But it doesn't need to look like what all these people on the internet tell you it needs to look like. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful, Libra. If it was, drop some comments below. I'm going to clear these cards and move on to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. It's your turn, my love. So let's see what's going on for you for this. Oh, I gotta fix my plant for the full moon in Taurus. Okay, so what cycle is closing for you, Scorpio, this full moon? And what is the potential obstacle? Potential obstacle. And what is the outcome for you, Scorpio? Outcome for you, Scorpio. Let's see. Okay, so we've got Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Justice. Okay, so you're getting, I want to say you're getting what you want, but let's dig a little deeper. Okay, let me fix my plant here, which keeps wanting to fall. Maybe I need to turn it this way. All right, so cycle's closing for you, Scorpio. We've got Queen of Swords. So this is really interesting. Queen of Swords is a lot of things. Very educated, very smart, very perceptive woman. Sometimes the reverse position of Queen of Swords is somebody who's cold-hearted, somebody who's detached, someone who's icy, kind of mean. So let's clarify this. Maybe it's dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Clarify cycles closing for Scorpio, please. Five of Swords, winning at all costs. Conflicts. And also, look, back at the energy is Ten of Pentacles. That's lovely. Clarify, please, cycles closing for Scorpio. To me, this represents conflict potentially with an air sign. But also a piece of me is feeling like you're leaving behind a certain, a 9 to 5, maybe. Maybe that's only for one or two of you. Clarify cycles closing for Scorpio. The Devil. This is definitely, related to attachments. The Devil represents Capricorn. For some of you, this might be a passionate connection. But for others of you, the Devil represents willing attachments. I always look at it, not always, I often look at the Devil as work, your job. It's a willing attachment. You both agree to be contractually bound, Maybe this is looking for work with the Five of Swords. Clarify, please, what cycle's ending for Scorpio this full moon in Taurus? It's King of Swords now. Air sign energy. Because the Queen and King of Swords are very intelligent powerhouses. So I'm trying to understand, are you no longer wanting to be the point of contact for something? I know that sounds really weird, but it's almost feeling as if you no longer want to be the go-to girl or guy or person. You no longer want to be the clutch girl. Clarify this for Scorpio, please. What cycle's closing for Scorpio? Knight of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, wanting to not anxiously, but passionately move on to something else, move forward with something else, pursue something or something else. I just don't know what we're talking about here. I feel like we're really talking about work, so I'm going to grab a career card. If I can grab it. What are you talking about? Please, Spirit, for Scorpio. Peacemaker. Okay. All right. So that makes sense, seeing as how we got the Justice card out here. Okay. So we got Peacemaker card here. You are being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. Consider politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situations with a win-win attitude when making business deals. There is a conflict closing. Did I show you this card? There's a conflict closing, Scorpio, potentially with the air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this would have been a situation where professionals were involved, lawyers, accountants, doctors, that sort of thing. I feel like this is in relation to a work situation with this Devil here and the Five of Swords about conflict. The cycle is closing, okay? This might have been something that has been dragged out for months that you've been wanting to close. The potential obstacle is Seven of Cups. Options. Sometimes fantasizing, considering your options, considering other outcomes. Let's clarify this for you. Clarify, please, potential obstacles for Scorpio. Four of Pentacles, security. I feel like you've put a lot of money into this, whatever this is. There's a lot of money into this. Back of deck energy is Wheel of Fortune, so it will pay off. I think you've been very concerned about your security, and I think you're trying to make a decision now this full moon that doesn't leave you financially insecure. You're trying to make sure you put your best foot forward. You're trying to make sure you choose your words carefully and wisely. Okay. Now, the outcome card is justice. Okay. You're getting what you deserve this full moon. You're getting what you deserve. Something is working out in your favor after this period of conflict in some sort of way. And when I say conflict, it doesn't always need to be that the conflict was, a brawl or nasty. It's just some point of contention or disagreement between you and another person or party or entity. Please clarify the outcome for Scorpio. Four of Cups. Not really loving what's offered to you, but you might take it anyway. Please clarify the outcome for Scorpio. Seven of Pentacles, waiting. Investing your time and energy. Please clarify the outcome for Scorpio. The Justice card also represents Libra, guys, okay? And Ten of Pentacles again, all right? So I feel like there's some monetary payout coming to you, maybe due to some legal matter or some sort of conflict, some sort of dispute. The number is not going to be what you wanted it to be, okay? But you can still do something with it. You can still invest it, watch it grow, something. You're not gonna love what's being offered to you. So for example, let's say you were in a car accident and you're looking for a payout and let's say, I think my brother went through this. You were in a car accident with a city bus and now you have to go to court for it. So they might try to give you might want 50,000, but they offer you 10 and you're like, hold on, no. So that could be a situation that this plays out. That's just an extreme example. I don't know how many people might be fighting, a dispute with a city bus, but think along those lines. There is some sort of resolution happening this full moon in some area of your life. And it seems to affect your stability and your security. But trust and believe it's coming to a close. And there will be money coming from this. There will be money coming from this. Trust me on that. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Sagittarius, here we go. Let's see what we have in store for you this full moon. All right. So, what cycle is closing for you this full moon, Sagittarius? What potential obstacle was ahead of you this full moon? And what is the outcome? What is the outcome for you this full moon in Taurus? All right, let's look. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. Okay. Just walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. Sometimes when the Eight of Cups appears, it's not always you that will be walking away. Walk away, Kelly Clarkson. Those lyrics just came to mind for. I don't want the movie. I just want the song lyrics. Okay, so what we got here, we've got Seven of Pentacles. I can't focus. Okay, I'll show you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles. Patience, planting your seeds, tending to them, taking your time to invest, watch something grow. Potential obstacle is Six of Cups, something or someone from your past, and the outcome is Eight of Cups, walking away. So I'm just looking through the lyrics real quick. You've got your mother and your brother, every other undercover, telling you what to say. You think I'm stupid, but the truth is that it's Cupid. Baby, loving you has made me this way. I hope y'all remember the cadence. So before you point your finger, get your hands up off my trigger. You need to know the situation's getting up. And now the more you talk, the less I can say. I'm looking for attention, not another question. Should you stay or should you go? Well, if you don't know the answer, why you still standing here? Hey, 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 just walk away. Let me unpack these lyrics. This song is about somebody. She gave her energy and time and attention to somebody who's basically still wondering if they want to be with her. And so she's like, you know what? Just walk away because you're not. I want a man by my side, not a boy who runs and hides. Are you going to fight for me, die for me, live and breathe for me? Do you care for me? Because if you don't, this leave. So look, that's, I know you're like, Whitney, why are we looking at these lyrics? Because that's the song Spirit gave me in my head, okay? Um, let's walk this back, Sagittarius. Let's walk this back before I really unpack those licks, because I think the Six of Cups is interesting here. So what's coming to a close for you, Sagittarius, is you spending time and energy on something that you were wanting to grow, that you were wanting to sprout, that you were wanting to reap a harvest from. Let's know what is specifically were we investing? Okay. Queen of Cups is coming out, Temperance is coming out, which is your card. I just put it back though. Here it is. Temperance, Sagittarius, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What is Sagittarius no longer investing in? Ten of Wands, all this work you've been doing, okay, by yourself. What is Sagittarius no longer investing in? Ten of Swords, baby, you done. You are done. You were done. Defeat, betrayal. It's stick a fork in me. The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords, baby. Okay. You know, it's feeling like you was about to make a real beautiful Thanksgiving meal and you just found like you were really buying all the groceries and getting the shopping list, getting the guest list together, and somebody really just took you for granted. They kept adding on more. And can you also do this? And can you also do this? And can you also do that? And can you cook this? And can you cook that? And I feel like they were really starting to take you for granted. And to you guys, to the point where like, you know what? You cook it your damn self. That's kind of what it's feeling like for me. You were preparing for something. You were preparing for something. And you said, you know what? I'm not doing this. Back of deck energy is King of Cups, water sign energy here. We have the Queen of Cups already out here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, as I mentioned. So it's feeling like you're stopping a situation before you go too far. Now, potential obstacle is Six of Cups. So something or someone from your past is making a reappearance here, and we're really in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so that doesn't surprise me. Clarify what's happening with the Six of Cups, please. We've got Two of Cups, partnerships, whether platonic, romantic, or business. The Chariot just flipped out. Which is the sign of Cancer here. But it's also, looks like moving forward. When I always look at the Chariot, it's like you're moving ahead. You're looking to the future. Back of the deck energy is Ten of Pentacles. Six of Cups also represents forgiveness. So maybe you will feel like you can move on after a period, after maybe receiving or giving an apology. What is the Six of Cups potential obstacle for Sag, please? Three of Wands, looking towards the future. I'm really getting the message here that somebody might come back around and try to work out with you. No, 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 I can't cook all this by myself. No, you've got to help me. I feel like they're going to come back around and that will be validating, but I think the damage is already done. You're like, you know what? No, I don't trust you. I've got to move forward. I've got to forge my own path and I've got to look towards my future now. You're not going back, which why is the outcome Eight of Cups, walking away. So clarify that what are we walking, who or what are we walking away from? I mean, I think we know what we're walking away from, some sort of partnership, whether romantic, platonic, business, familial, friendship, perhaps. What are you walking away from? Five of Swords. You're not going to let them play you. Five of Swords, winning at all costs, hard-won victory. You are not going to let these folks play you. For some of you, you're walking away with the groceries. You know, you was really getting everything ready to cook a good meal, but you said, you know what? You didn't put all that. Some of y'all are putting all them groceries back in your little big ass fresh direct bag and you taking that shit all the way back to your house. You're like, no, I'm not doing this. They're not going to appreciate this meal. They think I'm the help. You're not about to get got. So you have to recognize and realize, no, I'm really walking away because I don't want to be underappreciated and fast. Eight of Wands. Okay. You are moving on quickly. Back in deck energy, Seven of Pentacles again. I really think that the most important thing about this full moon is that you're going to have you're going to have some closure. And I think it is going to feel validating that somebody is coming back to see how it can work. Because I think it validates how much you were doing, how much you were going to do, but that they still are not going to appreciate you. You now get to make a choice to move on out of self-respect versus having no other option. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you, Sagittarius, because that's pretty clear to me. The signs represented here are the sign of Cancer, water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the other Sagittarius, perhaps another Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but those are the signs that could be relevant here. Let me know in the comments below how it resonates. Capricorn, let's see what we got for you. The Eight of Cups is wanting to come out again. Here we go. Let's see what's happening, Capricorn. All right. So what cycle is coming to a close for our lovely Capricorns here? And what potential obstacles are ahead of them? What are potential obstacles lie ahead for Capricorn? And what is the outcome for Capricorn? What is the outcome for Capricorn of this full moon? Let's see. Okay, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we've got some sort of partnership in the back of the deck energy is Ten of Swords. Defeat, betrayal, endings. Two of Cups. Let's see what we're talking about here. Two of Cups is partnerships, unions, connections, soulmate energy. This could be romantic. This could be platonic. It could be familial. It could be a best friend. Okay. I think I just scratched something off. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. What are we talking about here? Two of Cups. You know, I don't know why it's not really relevant, but I'm just noticing that they're holding a cup, but they also have two cups in front of them. So I'm just like, what is that even? I don't know. Supposed to look tribal, I guess. Okay, here we go. What cycle is closing for Capricorn, please? King of Swords. Air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. somebody who's very intelligent, somebody who you may have looked to as a leader, because of their wisdom. Clarify what cycle is closer for Capricorn, please. Page of Pentacles. Maybe this is a mentor. I'm hearing like the student has become the master. There's some sort of, what is this for Capricorn? Cycle's closing for Capricorn. Knight of Cups, not water. Well, yes, water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but also some romantic connection, perhaps, some sort of offer of love. It could be an offer of love, but the Knight of Cups is also a connection about what's beautiful, what is art, beauty, culture, that sort of thing. Something that maybe you were really looking forward to. We've got the Page of Pentacles here and the Nine of Cups. So what cycle is closing for? Please clarify what cycle is closing for Capricorn, please. Nine of Cups, happiness, contentment, and emotional fulfillment. This is really interesting. So for Capricorn, for some of you, this might be, this might be a romantic connection, but in short, there's some partnership and you will be quite pleased. And I'm just so conflicted. I'm not sure if we're ending things. I'm not sure if we're entering in or out of a connection. I'm not going to lie here. 10 of Swords was a back of deck energy. So it's making me feel like there was some sort of ending here. With the Two of Cups here, because the Nine of Cups is so positive. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are getting married around this full moon. With the Knight of Cups here, the King of Swords, Page of, there's what feels like a new beginning, even though I don't have an ace here. It's feeling like a very quiet contentment of a relationship, of a partnership. I know I was really leaning towards a connection ending, but perhaps not. Perhaps the connection is coming full circle. Maybe perhaps it's evolving into something that you're really pleased with, that you really enjoy. See if I can get another card from the Street Priestess Tarot. Please clarify what cycle is closing for Capricorn. What cycle is closing for Capricorn? Queen of Swords wants to come out, but I'm going to put her back. Air sign energy again. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What cycle is closing for Capricorn? Strength. We got Strength card. We've got the Leo energy here. Cycle's closing for Cap. Page of Cups here again. Water sign energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also children here with the Page of Cups. What cycle is closing for Capricorn? The Lovers. There's something. something. There is some union that's coming to completion. Now, again, I mentioned this to the other sign. Y'all gonna have to let me know how this resonates in the comment below. So we had a new moon in May 7th of this year. So whatever new initiation started at that point, whatever new beginnings you were looking at or exploring, this would be the time that it comes full circle, that it comes to completion, it comes to an end. I get the sense with this King of Swords here that again, I feel like some of y'all are making the decision to get married, maybe even engaged around this full moon. There's a real happiness around this full moon. Perhaps it's that you and your partner are on the same page for once in a long time. You're really happy maybe where things are at in your relationship. Maybe there's a lot of communication with that King of Swords here. Page of Pentacles represents the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The pages represent communication, whereas the knights represent action. There's communication about money, the Page of Pentacles. There is action based in love and emotions with the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups here of contentment. I'm going to fast forward to the outcome, which is Two of Pentacles. It seems as though this full moon is allowing you to balance your life, Capricorn. Balance your priorities, balance your finances. Also, too, remember, I have to remember that Pluto's leaving your sign. And I feel like when we have major transits like this, there's always some sort of gift that happens that you receive. Yeah, there's a strengthening of a bond. I was not sure at first. I was thinking that something is ending, but it actually really does seem like a connection is strengthening. It's again, look, I literally have Two of Cups, Strength, and the Lovers here. Okay. Strength card represents Leo, Lovers represents Gemini. Okay. So yeah, let me know how that is connecting. The potential obstacle to overcome is Three of Cups, which is community, friends, family, coworkers, friend. I said that. So it seems as though you might need to be careful not to let your community affect or come between this connection. Oh, clarify the Three of Cups, please. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. Good luck as well. I don't really see, I know I'm trying to say potential obstacles, but I actually really don't see that this is going to be a bad full moon for you, or not a bad. I'd never claim that on anybody, but I don't think this is going to be a particularly difficult full moon for you, Capricorn. Or I picked two. We've got Nine of Swords and Knight of Wands. So there's some anxiety here. Maybe even insomnia about moving forward with something. My intuition is making me feel like you're afraid of judgment from your friends and family. But I think you're not giving them enough credit with this Wheel of Fortune. Clarify a potential obstacle for Capricorn. Seven of Cups, options, fantasy, being overwhelmed by options, maybe. Lots of choices to make. Potential obstacle for Capricorn this full moon, please. Justice, Libra energy here, and also doing what's just, doing what's right, doing what's fair. This could also be the obstacle about what to do about your community and like the timing of it. I'm not being really clear. Like maybe for some of you, you might want to announce a pregnancy, but you're not really sure if it's the right time. None of these cards really represent pregnancies, except maybe the Page of Cups. But there just seems to be an obstacle with time and your community. And I feel that you are wondering about how to communicate something to your community and your friends and your family. That's my interpretation. Y'all take it how it resonates. That's my interpretation. Outcome is Two of Pentacles, which is balance of your priorities, finances, and work-life balance as well. It's all working out. It's all working out, Capricorn. It seems like your partnerships, I wonder what moon this is. I mean, and this is why I say I'm not an astrologist, because I don't even know what house this is in for you, Capricorn. I don't know. I don't know. This let's see if I can Google it real quick. What house does the full moon in Taurus fall in for Capricorn? That was a long statement to ask Google. The full moon in Taurus 2024 will fall in Capricorn's first house. This is a favorable time for Capricorn to pursue success, profit, and professional advancement. It may also be a good time to invest in real estate or securities or to start a romantic relationship. This is the AI overview, okay. Yeah, I mean, I get that here. Your first house is the first house of your identity, of your, how you present yourself to the world. I mean, you guys do your due diligence and your research in addition to watching this reading, but it feels like a reset in a way with it falling in your first house. Creativity, romance, and fun are the themes for you under this full moon. Which full moon? So that was from October 16th, so maybe that was last month's full moon. I'm gonna pull a spirit animal card for you. When in doubt, pull an oracle card. Think on your feet. Okay. 27. That's not the card I was expecting here. Be alert now, for Fox Spirit has appeared, and you are meant to move swiftly. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox Spirit helps you to think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. Now is not a time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind. A time to think outside the box and notice the many ways in which you might make a move. Aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox Spirit, will serve you well. Interesting. So, Capricorn, I'm not entirely sure how this is all going to work out for you, but if you don't get anything else out of this reading, it seems as though a partnership connection of some kind is really being highlighted this full moon, and it seems as though you will have a chance to restore balance to your life in some sort of way. I think my dog is at the door. Hi, Sasha. My dog is at my door. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles for Capricorn. It's Queen of Swords again here. Yeah, you're really making some logical choices. You're making some good decisions for yourself, your family, your future. I feel like you're ready for a new beginning. I don't want her to go down those steps, so I'm going to get her. I hope this was helpful, Capricorn. Let me know how this resonated. Hi, Aquarius. Oh, okay, we got High Priestess coming out already. Oh, so many cards. Okay, we are going to do your full moon reading, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's first shuffle on. My laptop is kind of like a little crooked here. Let's shuffle on. What cycle is closing for you this full moon? Knight of Cups flipping over. Okay, maybe some of you guys are dealing with the romantic interest or water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe that's heavily on your mind this full moon. As the Ace of Cups flips out. What? Okay, I'm just going to leave that out. What cycle is coming to a close for Aquarius this full moon? Okay. And what potential obstacle lies ahead for Aquarius? Potential obstacle. And what is the outcome for Aquarius this full moon? What is the outcome for Aquarius this full moon? Justice. Oh, justice has been coming up a lot throughout a lot of people's readings. Okay, Queen of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity. Okay. So we've got the Justice card here for what's coming to completion. Justice represents the sign of Libra, but it also represents fairness, karma, getting what you deserve, fairness. So let's see exactly how this Justice card is playing out for you this full moon. Please clarify the Justice card. Chariot, the sign of Cancer as well. You know what's funny? Cancer had a lot of this message as well of like some legal issue coming to a resolution. So maybe you're the one who needs to resolve something with the Cancer. The Chariot represents Cancer, but it's like moving on. What cycle's closing for Aquarius, please? Oh, I picked two. Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles is like this woman who's got the house and home on lock. Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's very disciplined, very dedicated, very hardworking. Justice is also about balance as well. You know what I'm getting from this Aquarius? It's like we can settle here. It's like if you have been looking for a place to settle down, whether that be, in your workplace, in a relationship, take that however it resonates for you. Settle down, whatever that means to you. There is some sort of feeling of accomplishment of like, we made it, we did it, whoever we is. Like this Knight of Pentacles is jumping out to me mostly because it's like, yeah, this is good. I can plant my seeds here. I can grow. The cycle is closing that you no longer need to look for a destination. I really hope that's resonating for you guys. Look, back in the deck energy is Ace of Pentacles. Pull one more. Clarify what cycle's closing, please, for Aquarius. The Lovers. Okay, so again, we do have some sort of connection here coming out. Okay, some sort of love interest, some sort of partnership, some sort of union. Maybe if any of you guys were maybe having a dispute or an argument with a love interest, the Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles also represent the earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? And the Lovers represents Gemini, but it also represents unions, partnerships, similarly to the Two of Cups. It's feeling like maybe you're getting closure around a situation that's allowing you to move on, perhaps as well, regarding a love interest, or I wanted to say water sign, considering how that Knight of Cups wanted to come out. The potential obstacle is Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but also the Queen of Wands, the energy of the card is somebody who is a manifester. She's very charismatic. She's very lively. She's tracks a lot of energy, a lot of attention. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please, potential obstacle for Aquarius. Two of Swords, indecision. Clarify Queen of Wands, please, for Aquarius. The Sun, perhaps children, perhaps happiness, joy. This to me is more of an issue of like, what's going to make me the happiest? Manifesting and like creating your reality of like, what is going to actually bring me the most joy? And trying to decide what that's going to be. That's a good problem to have this, this full moon. And then lastly, we've got the Six of Pentacles as the outcome, which is about giving and receiving. So, Three of Pentacles falling out and also Four of Pentacles. That's interesting that they fell out together. They just fell out together. Three of Pentacles is collaboration, while Four of Pentacles is about security. Please clarify the outcome for Aquarius. The Hierophant. We've got Taurus energy, but we also have work, institutions, hierarchy, spiritual teacher, even religious organizations. Six of Pentacles. Please clarify that, please. Hangman. I'm really feeling like, sorry, the Hangman is like stalling. You're left on red. You're like waiting for answers. I'm feeling like this full moon. Look, back at the energy is Five of Cups. Let me just, one more card. I'll get one more card. I think I understand this now. This is exactly what I was thinking. New beginning. I think this is making sense for me in a different way, Aquarius, and you let me know if this is connecting for you. It's feeling like you're finally getting a decision or an answer in relation to some union, whether that's romantic or platonic or what, that's allowing you to move on, to move forward, look towards the future. And the Queen of Pentacles, I often look as somebody who is financially independent. And again, Knight of Pentacles, wanting to do hard work, wanting to dedicate yourself to something. It's feeling like you have the answers regarding a partnership that's allowing you to move forward. And now you've got this challenge sort of like, okay, how am I going to make this work? How can I make this work for me? Because to me, this connection is not coming together. Again, what type of connection this is, it's going to be specific to you. But I think the outcome is, I'm looking at the imagery of the card. And traditionally in the Six of Pentacles, it's about giving and receiving. But in this deck, he's sitting on a bunch of money, and these people obviously look they can use money, but he's hoarding it all for himself. He's not helping, okay? And because the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles came out together, this to me is highlighting some sort of collaboration, some sort of project, some sort of work thing that is being hoarded. Somebody is hoarding an opportunity or money from you, specifically some sort of institution, and that's leaving you on red, and you're like, you know what, I've got to go. That's what's causing you to get into this full energy of like, you know what, let me go do my own thing. So in short, Aquarius, I feel like you're getting an answer on something this full moon that's forcing you to have to be creative and independent and do something your own way, because an organization is not going to help you, or especially if some of you guys were waiting on a job offer, you're not going to get the job offer like you thought you would. Do I believe that? I'm trying to decide. I'm like, is that the reading? I'm trying to make sure, is the reading about you? Because whenever I see the Chariot, it's like you're looking towards the future. I would be more inclined to believe, like, let's say this is a job offer for some of you, or a project, or some new sort of some wish you want granted. I'd be looking for the Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, even a few more aces. I know the Ace of Cups flipped out, but I don't think that it resonates in this situation that you think it does, or that it could potentially. It's feeling like you're not being invited into the club, whatever that means for you, Aquarius. You're not being invited in, but you're kind of like, you know what? Fuck your club. I didn't want to, I heard it was whack anyway. You know what I mean? It's kind of giving that energy. Let's clarify. Let's see what jumps out to Claire. Can you clarify this reading, please, Spirit? Outcome for Aquarius. But look, independence. What did I say? Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's independent. She's handling her damn self. You don't need them. Whoever them is, look, back at deck energy is the world, major accomplishment. You don't need them, Aquarius. It's feeling like you're looking towards the future. You're stepping out on your own, doing something your own way, because maybe you don't have time to wait on them. Whoever them is, it's just kind of feeling like they're stalling to make a decision. And it's feeling like you're like, you know, I'm not going to wait around for you. I'm looking towards the future. I'm looking to see what else is out there for me. I can figure this out. I can succeed in my own way. Again, I just kind of feel like, because the Queen and Knight came out together, it's feeling like planting your own farm, or like, metaphorically. You're doing and getting what you want another way, a different way. You're not relying on an organization to give you the go ahead. For some of you guys, this might even be a loan. You might have been waiting on an organization to give you a yes, well, are we approved or not? But then you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this my own way. I'm gonna raise money my own way. I'm gonna go and seek other opportunities my own way. It's a fresh start. I just don't think this fresh start is with this organization. I really hope that is helpful, Aquarius. Y'all gonna have to let me know how that resonates below. Okay. That was really clear to me, but let me know if it's clear to you. Pisces. Here we go, babe. Full moon in Taurus. Let's go ahead and see what we got for you, honey. See what's going on for you, Pisces. All right. So, what is coming into completion for Pisces at this time? It's coming to completion for Pisces at this time. And what for Pisces is potential obstacle this full moon? Because full moons are always, always throwing those curveballs. And then made outcome for Pisces, please. Outcome for Pisces. Okay. The Star, the Two of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. Okay. I like it. Okay. So for you, Pisces, the Star, it does represent the sign of Aquarius, but it's also about hope, faith, and rejuvenation and restoration. I do feel like you've been in this period for quite a while. When does Neptune leave your sign? I feel like I just saw something, because I think Neptune is in currently Pisces. Let me interrupt myself. Okay, maybe I was lying. Neptune doesn't leave Pisces, I think, until next month. Neptune goes direct in Pisces on December 7th. Okay, I'm ahead of myself. Anyway, so I just feel like while I think Neptune has been in your sign, you're in this period of kind of like rebirth, of just kind of quiet contemplation, right? With the Star here, just healing yourself. But I think that period is over. So this would have been a period that was likely initiated. It could have happened sooner or later, but likely around May 2024, when we had our new moon in Taurus on May 7th. So if the spring was a difficult time for you, I feel like now you're closing that period of healing. You've done your work. Does that make sense? You've done the work to heal. Yeah, it's time to get off bed rest. Let's clarify it. I don't think I need to, but let's. I feel like that's pretty clear to me. Cycle's closing for Pisces, please, this full moon. Two of Swords, indecision. Maybe if you were unsure of how to move forward now after this period of healing and rejuvenation, please clarify what cycle's closing for Pisces. Temperance. Again, patience. I also look at Temperance as kind of like a restoration card, because she's got one foot in the water, one foot on the ground. It's about balance. It's about compromise. Seems like you're moving forward with a gentler approach, Pisces, towards something or someone. The Temperance also represents the sign of Sagittarius. What cycle is closing for Pisces, please? Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So perhaps for the past few months, you've been very in your head about a situation, maybe ruminating a lot, being very perceptive. I just feel like the period of watching and waiting is over for you. That's just how it feels to me. You've been trying to move in this Two of Swords energy, trying to follow your intuition, trying to go with what feels right. You've been trying to be perceptive to everything and everyone. But I just feel like you don't need to do that anymore. You've gathered enough information to me. If that makes sense, to make a decision, whatever, if there was a decision for you to make, regarding maybe something important in your life. All right, so with the potential obstacle, we have Two of Pentacles, which is about priorities, managing your priorities and managing your finances. So it could be that I specifically feel like finances maybe is like probably the biggest thing for you right now. Back of the deck energy is 10 of Cups, which points towards family and relationships, just in case you were wondering. Two of Pentacles, clarify the potential obstacle for the Pisces this full moon. Death, endings, rebirth, again, kind of that rejuvenation. Scorpio as well, in case that's important to anybody. This is about making changes maybe to how you manage your finances, maybe how you manage your priorities. There's a change here, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Whenever the death card comes, there's always uncomfortable change. That's never quite easy. Clarify potential obstacle. But you're going to be content with the outcome. 9 of Cups. You're making the change that is going to bring you the most happiness. So moving on to the Page of Cups here as the outcome card, we've got happy surprise, which is what the Page of Cups represents, but also represents the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also represents children. I think there's more of a happy surprise here for you. Look, Page of Cups just flipped out again. Hold on. There's a happy surprise that this full moon is bringing you. What is the happy surprise about for Pisces? Page of Swords, here's some incoming communication. About what for Pisces? Home, stability. Oh, I love that. There's some sort of celebration maybe. Maybe a pregnancy in the family, maybe yours, maybe someone else is expecting. Page of Pentacles as well. Wow, all the pages, not all of them, but we're just missing the Page of Wands. Page of Pentacles here. It's an offer. There's something being offered to you this full moon, Pisces. Page of Pentacles is someone who is very diligent, someone who's hardworking. They're eager to learn and prove themselves. Page of Cups also represents creativity as well. There seems to be this zest for something new, maybe in relation to your home life, or your family and your community. With the Four of Wands, there's going to be something to celebrate. There's going to be something to celebrate with your friends and family or family. What's happy surprise going to be? What's this Page of Cups going to be? Chariot, the sign of Cancer, again, moving. You might receive news that somebody is moving on to something better, new job, new home. I'm not sure if this is you or somebody around you. I feel like it's somebody around you that maybe you will be supporting in some way, like emotionally, maybe. There's some sort of communication around family, moving, and home. I would like to pull an oracle card here. What are we talking about here for Pisces? If that is the coffin card, it is. There is a transformation here. There is a debt. So there's an ending here, but also with this ending, it's like it's feeling like you're at the same time inspired to create something new and move forward, look to the future. Something's coming to an end this full moon. High honor coming out. Take that how it resonates. What is this about for Pisces? What's the outcome for Pisces? Main female and family. Again, there's some woman involved regarding your family. I just think there's some new seed, some announcement. I think it's a pregnancy, maybe. There's a change, there's a shift happening. Now, this is the second time we kind of have death a little bit. So there's some sort of transformation here. But again, it's really happy. We got contempt. There's some sort of change, some sort of ending, some sort of major shift, either happening to you or within your family that is really positive and a reason to celebrate Pisces. That is the message. I hope that's helpful. I hope that's helpful. I really do. I want it to be something else. I want it to be more about you. This could be a message for you that you're moving forward and moving in some way, having a new home. But I don't think that's entirely the message. Maybe for some of you it is. Let me know. But either way, I hope it's helpful. Let me know in the comments, please. Okay. So that wraps up the full moon in Taurus readings. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave a comment below. I do read them, even if it is, sometimes I read them immediately, sometimes I usually read them immediately, and then I respond days later because I'm usually in the middle of something. But drop a message. Stay tuned, more content to come. Check out the links below if you would like to book a session with me or buy one of my journals, or buy my Let Them Go and Flow course if you're struggling to move on from somebody, or purchase your 2025 forecast. I love you guys so much. See you later. Bye.